What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher, and last time we became a professional poker player, calling a shot that had a less than 3% chance of happening, but we did it, whether through magic, skill, or sheer dumb luck, remains to be seen. Also, I just randomly walked up to that door and was hoping that we might find something interesting, but... It's supposedly the trading district, I'm assuming, given how, like, we have multiple traders over here.
Where did you get
That is a good point.
I've seen no cows.
I lived in the country, and I have my ways.
Okay. Say so. Can buy strong alcohol. 20 coins apiece, so that is... at the very least, useful to know roughly how valuable that is. Like when we had the fist fight not so long ago in which we had the option of taking coins, a necklace, or some strong alcohol. So I maybe thought that the strong alcohol might have been a little more valuable than that. We already looked at this one? Probably.
Ointments, herbs, and spices.
What can I do for you?
I don't know.
What use are your goods?
If you need no jewelry yourself, what of others? They're excellent gifts and worth 3 times the gold.
Okay. I'm pretty sure... yes, we have some valuables. We are kind of just holding on to at the moment that don't actually serve much purpose. Other than potentially as a gift to someone, but that's just not going to be our style, I don't think. Curiosity, I'll check what else this guy has in store. But... Flint. Let's give Flint as a gift to someone. Nah, that'll be it. I mean, that did increase our amount of gold significantly. You potentially might have interesting things for us, though.
Flowers for the ladies.
Greetings.
You look pale. I have medications for an instant cure. My prices are reasonable.
Where do you gather your herbs?
If I told, I'd be reduced to beggary and never have a new shawl. Choose what you want and no mischief.
Alright, if you say so. This is what I was looking for. That is, if we haven't already read them. Dedicated to plants that grow underground. We also potentially might be able to sell some things to her if we had additional books were no longer of use to us, but this is very expensive, and I do wonder if we might encounter it of our own accord later on, and then potentially that's 300 orens thrown down the drain that we didn't really need to invest. I mean, obviously, the earlier you get it, the better. Maybe it does make it easier to collect more stuff, but I think on this occasion, it may pay off to just be a little more patient. You have...
What do you want?
Oh, right.
I'm looking for a book on the Swamp Tower.
Alright, yeah. A passage in Alvaro's The Secret Gates focuses on magic towers.
This particular tower?
Yeah, he describes its history too.
I'll take it.
Sadly, I don't have it. I've been trying for years to acquire the volume from Golan Vivaldi, but
the guy just got arrested.
stubborn
Okay.
dwarf. You try. Perhaps he'll sell it to you.
Know anything else?
I just remembered another book about the tower.
I'm
Okay.
listening.
Ain Safar, an alchemy treatise by gnomes. Difficult to find, but a certain hermit in the swamp might know something.
Thanks for the advice.
Okay, I think I do remember the alchemist specifically mentioning that guy, or that book, rather. And that does confirm that the guy who got arrested is the guy we need to talk to for this, but I am curious if you have other things that we might want to buy or sell from you. This is just so mean.
Dwarves are rare.
I rarely see witchers, but still don't stare. Want to see my stock?
Yes, I do. Yeah. This is a lot of stuff. Fairy tales and stories? From a simple man's point of view. Origin of monsters, humans, magic. So it looks like we've read maybe half of these. Again, maybe we would end up getting some of these of our own accord, but I mean, this occasion there's a lot more of these. That seems like that could be particularly useful right about now. I don't even know what that means. Building a golem? What? Read that. Read that. Look at these guys. Formulae. That could be helpful. We do already have this one. Have read it. I don't think we know how to make any of those yet, so that might be useful. I have no idea what that means either. So, as I was saying before, there are definitely books, or rather plants that we've encountered that we do not yet know how to collect, and presumably using one of these books is going to be the key there. Huh? Ritual plants? I'm also assuming the ones that are more expensive tend to be more valuable. In terms of the actual stuff you get out of them and collect after having read them. Obviously, yes. They cost more, by definition. Ornithosaurs? Oh, including a cockatrice. Horses? That includes the Treebeards. I recognize that name. Playing with our necrophages. Provides information about Algals, Centaurs, and Devourers. I think we have seen one Algal. I forget when or where. But yeah, I mean, all this is tempting. If we were overflowing with coins at the moment, then I would probably give it a go. So, let me know in the comments. I think I asked about this the last time when we found the previous book salesman in the outskirts. But, I mean, there are a lot more books here now, and is it worthwhile? How much should we invest in trying to purchase books? Wait. Defense, dude. Dungeon. Vincent's Post. Great Quarter that's supposedly quarantined. That is also a place where they're supposedly run into trouble by the cemetery with the gravedigger. Potentially worth stopping by, but I feel like I need to take a quick look at what we are technically supposed to do now. Dice, Berenger, dice. In the crypt, in the sewers, yeah. We theoretically can go back into the sewers and find the place where this opened up, or will open up, a area where the clan or the gang is getting organized. This is the primary one we want to find Shawnee. Still haven't found Jethro, which I feel like we are supposed to have done that. Well, no, he supposedly is around here, I think. In this area that we're nearby. All the guards. All the suspects. Oh, Algul contract, okay. Oh, we do need the understanding of how to get the stuff from Alguls in order to actually do that, so, okay. That thing we were seeing earlier that we didn't buy about Alguls could prove to be very useful for that reason. Now, Oh, the drowned are also in the sewers as well. So that might be a good reason to go down back into the sewers and check that stuff out. Both the groups gathering and also taking out drowned dudes. But I think that's something that I mean, should really still be a side quest. Don't think we should totally prioritize that now. Yes, if we continue to target the main quest, then of course there is that possibility that we will eventually lock ourselves out of doing some of this other stuff. But I think I still would like to at least pay Shawnee a visit. Are you though? No. At her house, actually? You know what happened last time? We are close by. I suppose we'll give it a shot. And once we've done that, then we might consider going more on the side quest route. Alright. Is the lady who hates us going to greet us? Yes. Intense music.
What's he want? Say something.
I'm here to see Shani.
They send you from the hospital? You certainly look ill. Gods are punishing you.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm from the hospital.
We had this conversation
You can go
before.
upstairs. Just
Oh.
don't force yourself on the girl.
Okay, and then we blew this opportunity last time when we tried looting the rest of this area. Shawnee. Does have strong alcohol. Laundry basket. And shawl. What if we give her a tribute using her own shawl? Alright, Shawnee, we need to talk about this. I know you are technically a person who practices medicine, but really, this has got to go. I mean, it would be one thing if you put it right up here on the other side of the staircase, so that right when people entered, they have this nice, warm skeleton there to greet them. But over here, hiding in the corner, is just unacceptable. Seriously, like an interior decorator or something?
Old
Yeah.
age is no jest.
No sign of actually Shawnee. Which I suppose may have meant we possibly were actually supposed to ask the woman there. Not here. I'm certain she's not here. But if you insist that she's here, I will check again. And I will have this conversation with you again. It will not
Where
be
are
fun.
you going? No one teach you manners?
No.
I'm here to see
Are
Shani.
you gonna still let me do this?
Sits in a room entertaining guests and pays next to nothing in rent.
Uh-huh.
Poor kitten, her mother can't even afford food for her. I don't dare feed her the medic's food. She'll likely fall sick.
Uh-huh.
Will you take pity on the kitty?
Do we really need to do this?
Get out!
Hmm.
Stomping into my home like that?
You know, I didn't really think you would have expensive taste, but apparently you do. And I'm a little annoyed that we're potentially going to be able to do that without having to pay you off. But you just... Shawnee, at least, doesn't appear to be here. I don't even know if we still need to look here.
What's he want? Say something.
I'm here to see Shani.
Yeah, this is
Busy
painful.
cleaning and doesn't have time for vagabonds.
I have an appointment.
Didn't your mother teach you better manners? She'd not forgive herself for raising such a monster.
Excuse you. Alright, now you just kick me out outright. That's rude. Alright, and I think this is the loop we got ourselves stuck in earlier. The other day. So I'm not so optimistic anymore. I mean, I don't know what we're supposed to do.
The
It's
end
not.
is nigh. The likes of you is proof enough. Nothing personal.
How is that not personal?
Here to see Shani.
The white frost approaches. I feel it in my bones. You don't know how it is living in a cold house in your old age.
I'm not sure what we would give her. Shawnee's shawl?
True.
So I'm gonna keep on talking. I'm not sure this is gonna end well. Johnny, please show up, so I don't need to talk to this woman again. Please just be here, so that I don't need to go through this again. I beg of you. Wherever you are, just come back here. Don't want to talk to your grandma again. Please. I can't withstand the torture. Can't do it. Did kick us out earlier when we went over here and took something from one of these things.
The end is nigh. The likes of you is proof enough. Nothing personal.
We were able
Here to see
to
Shani.
talk her out of this
The
one
white
last time,
frost
but
approaches. I feel it in my bones. You don't know how it is living in a cold house in your old age.
right, we don't. All right, I'm wondering if we just flat out need to bribe or gift her something in order to actually succeed here. And I have no idea what she'd be looking for. And we have the shawl. I'm not sure we have much of anything else that would be applicable.
Get out!
Yep.
Stomping into my home like
I don't know.
that.
But
I don't know. So, yes. If... Hello, crowd. If you guys know what the technically correct way in which to do that is, then please let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure that I can stand another minute talking to that woman. And so maybe this actually is a good time for us to check if this guy, the vampire dude, is back over here. Which he isn't. But more so, actually go into the sewer now. And maybe when we come back, we will actually be able to do other things. I'm not sure. Oh, I mean, we could talk to the guards, because supposedly that is, where we could potentially get our stuff back.
The only good elves are dead elves.
Oh, Siegfried's over there.
Humans are the same.
The elves
Let's
are
pay him a quick
worse.
visit.
Despise
I did not
those
expect to
bastards
see him
with my
here.
daughter. Let's drink.
What's up, my dude?
Geralt, good to see you. Where are you going?
to the dike.
No passage. Captain forbids it.
Why?
Captain's orders. Talk to him.
Gentlemen, that's no way to treat a hero. Geralt, the witcher that saved Vizima from a terrible cockatrice.
A hero? Well, that changes things.
He's almost one of
Does
us.
it now?
In that case, please pass, Master Geralt. We'll drink your health at the inn.
Thanks, Siegfried.
Okay, I didn't
The surprise
really
of the
anticipate
sewers.
we were gonna do this.
A night of the flaming rose, soaked in stench from head to foot. I usually work alone, but this was an opportunity to see a knight in action.
Okay, is that
I
really
must
such
say
a
he did
sight to
rather
behold?
well for a human.
I mean, he did die the first time we tried to
Rare
do it.
gratitude he showed.
I'm suspicious still. He does seem good-willed thus far, but I just don't think we can necessarily trust anyone. Alright, so... Are we technically on the other side of town now? No. Okay. So we just went through that whole ordeal to get ourselves access to the other side of town, but we didn't actually do it, which is technically what I wanted to do. I just wanted to see if it was possible, or just talk to Siegfried. But I think this is what we actually want to do. Let's go down here. And we might have some special surprises. Namely, drowners. I would like to switch weapons. Find me how I do that. Alright. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Oh, I need to pay more attention to when I'm supposed to attack. We have additional attacks on that skill that we did not have before, so the rhythm is quite different. A little more dramatic. Alright, switching stances, and you are dead, and we probably shouldn't have taken that much damage. As I was saying before, I thought we needed the tongues. I'm not seeing the tongues. Skinnable items. Again, I don't fully understand how we do that. They're from a long time ago. It is. Wow. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the way out. Fire. Here's the lair. I would think it's over there, given how this path theoretically continues, although it could be there too. Okay. In fact, if we were to, not this, but the these keepers? This, I believe. Oh. Is this somewhere entirely different? Did not expect that. Old drowners. We're going this way. I mean, we tried blasting through this before and we weren't able to. Let's try over here, we'll try over here, and if there's nothing, then we'll head out. There we go. Alright, group stance. Could it be that we just don't know enough about them at this stage to actually get the tissue stuff, or the tongue rather? Alright, please attack, Geralt. That was okay. Admittedly, that was cool. That was very cool. Oh, I didn't even realize you guys. This guy was not dead yet. I think we may have gotten the lucky draw. Or, knockback. Or knockdown? Whatever it's called in this game. It's called knockback in Path of Exile, okay? Okay. 4 enemies here, I would assume. Yep. Here we are. Please attack. And I'm not sure if we technically knocked them down or actually took them out. It looks like we only knocked them down. It is helpful. I mean, the knockdown effect is actually quite long. I mean, look at how long these guys were incapacitated for. So that is what I was hoping for in terms of... Oh, that guy was not dead either. What I was hoping for in terms of the utility of that ability. Being able to make sure that we would have the chance of making it so that we wouldn't have to take damage from all these enemies. Please finish him off. He was dead because he still had a small amount of life on his life pool. And he was on the ground. Made me suspicious. But apparently that wasn't an issue. Yeah, so it may actually be that we need to do more reading before we can succeed here. I think this is where we want to check. Oh, I guess. Well, it could be. Wasn't the place I was thinking of. Hello. That was. It's still locked. Okay. That's not a place we could even try to unlock. It's a place we tried to blast through earlier, like Team Rocket. Alright, where is the other spot? Yeah? Turning down this way. Where I'm assuming we'll find more drowners. Yep. That was, in case it wasn't immediately clear, me nearly jumping out of my seat. Here I was, saying I was expecting them to show up, and yet I was not prepared. And there's another way to knock them down to the ground. Alright, if you could, like, attack them in this scenario, that would probably be helpful. Also, hitting them would likely be helpful too. So it does give us the chance to have this follow-up attack as well, where we stab them when they're on the ground, which seems to be our most damaging move. So it's a good setup in that way too. Not only defensively, making them incapacitated for a while, but allowing us to follow up for high damage. So I do like that. It's just a little difficult to manage all that. Oh, Drowner. And yes, this is the one we are able to open now. Confirmed. We are also very conveniently lined up, such that I believe we can actually switch stances at the moment. Okay, well now we can. You just had to say something about it, didn't you, Lids? Also, I mean, that is actually kind of convenient as well, but apparently you guys can open doors. Trying to hit you. Tried to also hit you while you were down, but you did not let me. I don't really want to trigger the next round of this just yet. I would love to keep our distance from that drowner. But it obviously sees us. Yep. Maybe not the smartest move on my part. Really, we're dealing basically no damage. You look very different because you are a ghoul. Hold on. Alright, we need to use the strong stance against the ghoul, it seems. You are just seemingly stronger versions of the enemies that we've faced in the past. Excuse me, sir. There we go. Strong stance, at least for the time being, against you. Now this guy is back. Switch back to group. Oh, well. If I instinctively pressed the sign ability, maybe it was not really necessary. I don't know why. Also, we apparently don't have enough endurance at the moment for that. These guys are far and away more powerful than the other versions of these dudes that we fought merely seconds ago. So, kind of strange. They have the same items. Both cases. Let's take a quick look at our map here, now that we theoretically have more options at transfer point. Okay, well, I think we know that that is probably the point of interest then. It's just that I would also assume that it is likely to have additional enemies, and at the moment, we don't have much in the way of HP. And as if there was any question about whether or not we were in danger, yes, our medallion was looking to be going a little crazy. So, we could potentially use a potion or some food to heal. That would probably be the quote-unquote correct thing. But When has that ever been something that we make a habit of doing, right? We'll have a little bit. Actually, didn't check if that was something that restores vitality, but here's as though it is. For a whopping, is that 9 minutes or 9 seconds? 9 minutes, but IRL, I'm pretty sure that's going to be seconds. And the effect is quite dramatic, as you can see. We are just absolutely overflowing with life at the moment. Completely overflowing. So, yeah. I don't even think we have a life potion, even if we wanted one, so that would be the quick way to heal ourselves up, but we don't have that choice. So, how was your day? We're gonna... There's the fireplace. I believe that was the direction in which we were expecting to find the notable stuff. It is. So, I mean, we could hard save here, but we could also not. We could also find this place of power. Alright. Thought about this. So, is it that every place of power will take you to Kalkstein's laboratory, and only there? Or is there any way to get back to these individual places of power that are spread out? So is it a fast travel in and around the world? Or is it only a way to get back to Kalkstein's laboratory and just that? Because the former is very helpful. The latter, maybe not so much. Perform a ritual of magic and we refrain from teleporting at the moment. Oh. Well, that looks like it leaves here. Seems notable. Like, leaves here as in leaves town. Oh, hello! Thankfully, it is only one enemy here, at least for the time being. And that should help. Well, you're definitely not... Oh, you are dead. Maybe. Not letting me attack you. Oh, yes. Ooh. Got that last time. Okay, but I also don't see anything else over here. I think we have monsters and just monsters. Not entirely helpful. I think we just go this way. Our way out. Past the place of power. And fireplace, I mean, I'm not sure that we have anything that we need to do there. But, I mean, this is obviously the notable thing. Does this leave out of town and head somewhere entirely different? It is locked. Ew. That doesn't look good. So, in that case... maybe I would like to teleport back to Kalkstein's place, but I'm not sure the place of power is usable anymore. Or I walked right past it and ignored it. Go away. Don't see it. So I think we're taking the long way home. Are still friends here. Probably. Lots of them, apparently. So maybe it was just in a little experience excursion. Maybe. But, we did learn some cool stuff. Sort of. Kind of. Also, apparently missed the opportunity to do the stabby attack while you were on the ground. Does stink a little bit. Do you think you're all truly gonzo now? So yeah, no drowner tongues as well. That is another thing that we potentially learned out of that. counters throughout. They respawn. But remind me as to where exactly we are supposed to go here. Okay. Is a right. Counter here? Question mark? No. Apparently not. So, yeah. I mean, not sure if we got more questions or answers there, but it was something. Someone gonna talk to us about that, maybe? Well, I would think if anything, Siegfried would probably be the one to discuss all that stuff with. Not sure if he is still over here, or if we could actually go over to the neighboring town or part of the same city. I'm not totally sure. So, if we take a quick look in that case, what are other quests here supposed to be? I mean, it seems like we're really supposed to find Shawnee, and I really don't know how we're supposed to do that, because seemingly that old woman is just, well, we're no match for her. There's no stopping her.
Where's your lady?
For some reason I thought we might have been able to do something if we talked to her. When I thought someone said the city guard commander might tell us something.
We are all sinners.
Yesternight's watching Count of the Living Dead.
About the crypt, I think. Also, we technically need to do something about the dogs, although I'm not sure if we can just pull out a sword and do that, because that probably wouldn't go over very well. Is there potentially a way to enter through a side door or something of that sort in order to, well, you know, succeed? Can we do anything here? Pretty sure we tried doing that before.
I know we need a witcher to kill the sewer beast, but the butcher of Blaviken?
What's the problem?
What?
I know who you are. The city guards are watching you. I'll hear no humans being slain in this town.
You'd hardly be the first to know.
Witty, what you want?
I mean, mostly this.
I saw people with salamander badges in town.
Get out of here, witcher.
But
We cannot speak further. Captain's orders.
Alright, yeah, you know, that's not suspicious at all, really. Oh, that does actually give us a little bit of a hint as to what the captain is doing. Oh, and that's the other thing. I totally forgot. That we can talk to some of the captain-y people. Which was where? Here? Where does this lead? I don't know, we can't track that. There's enemies, some guards in Vizima. Do not remember doing that either. But yes, I think this is the little section that we need to spend more time in, because I'm not sure if we've really gone here at all. So yes, let's definitely do that. For whatever reason, I have neglected that corner. Oh, because I think I've seen this and assumed this is kind of just a dead end. We can go down here. And you are notable. Assuming that's nothing. Yeah. Trade quarter and these guards. You tell us anything?
Looking for something?
Yeah, your twin brother at the other gate.
I saw people with salamander
Seems like you're
badges in
probably
town.
technically the
Get
same
out of
person.
here, witcher.
Yep.
But
We cannot speak further. Captain's orders.
All of our clones share a memory and have been given the same orders.
I wager you trained a lot to kill monsters.
Seems as though... Oh, we have the dungeon door as well. I think was something else we were expecting. Can we actually go in here? What? I want to go through, not just read the sign. Just, you know, your established City dungeon. Ah, okay, but I certainly recognize this. What? Does this lead us into a different section of the sewer? It does seem as though that's... Nope. Door is. Okay, so maybe we weren't done with the sewers after all. And the drowners will never stop coming. Are we using our steel sword or our silver sword? It just seems like we're not doing a ton of damage. I don't know, again, if these are technically stronger drowners than the ones we were fighting before, but it does seem surprising how difficult it's been to take these guys down, compared to what we've had in the past, where it seemed like they were really easy before. We want to double check our map when we have the chance, at least. See what's happening here. This is not going so well. I mean, we aren't about to die or anything, but we're definitely taking some hits that I would not like to be taking. Quick stance. Yeah, okay, maybe. There's still a drowner over there. And we may not have all of the drowner information. Not getting any tongues. We'll take you out. Please attack him. Yeah. And I'm not used to this combo yet either, with the whole twirling around in circles thing. Maybe a little bit excessive. Is this actually the same area? Okay, hold on. Is this exactly? It is. What? Oh, you know what? Because that... What? It's just the way that we came down originally, isn't it? When we first dropped down here. Yeah. It totally is. It totally is. This is just... the same place. We were quite literally just down here. Okay, so I feel a little bit like an idiot. Not gonna lie. More so than usual. Haha, very fine. Also would like to see... Can we confirm why this seems to be more difficult to fight these guys? I wonder if I'm using the steel sword and I was using the silver against these guys before, or maybe vice versa. They may not technically count as demons. They must, though. Right? Let's see. What are we using? Ah, we are. That's why. We were using the steel, not the silver. Should be over here. Way out, that is. Back the way that we would normally go in and out. So we are going in circles, yes. But we are also learning. Debatable. Maybe we're unlearning, actually, now that I think about it, but... If we're unlearning, then we will unlearn the unlearn. Double negative there. And eventually, we'll figure out what we ought to do. I do think we want to go back to that area. We're just in, not long ago. Do I remember it off the top of my head? Also, I don't think we've been over here. Mistakenly wander into a corner we haven't been to? Kinda, sorta. Not sure if we've been down there either. That might be the... No, this is the place with the bar and all that, okay. But we have not done this, and this is supposedly the place where the Flaming Rose people are. You look very extravagant. Who the heck are you?
The strength within us will heal the world.
If you say so. Okay. I will go in, I just want to have a little bit. I'll look around first, because, well, that's pleasant. See, we would not have known that about these guys had we seen that in advance. And yes, we did hear that things are not going well here.
The dead and undead await behind that gate. Plenty of work for a witcher.
One would assume. One would assume. Oh, Very informative. Thank you.
What do you need?
I'm here about the notice.
Yes?
I understand you need 6 jugs of dog's lard.
I want you to cull as many mutts as possible. Bring me the lard as proof.
Okay.
Farewell.
That's it. Despite having monsters rise up from the dead and having to close off the cemetery for that reason, despite you being the person who works at said cemetery, you want me to kill dogs. Yeah. Sure, buddy. I just think you're a cat person. Now we'll check this out. For some reason, I thought that guy, as soon as we walked past him, started to rush up and try to tackle us from behind.
The eternal
Maybe I'm just going crazy.
We give our lives to the Order.
So, great view. Cool building. Love the architecture. Could you maybe consider letting us in next time? Because that might be helpful. Alright, so now we will head back over here, though. And we ought to actually get our items back. What we'd probably like to do, more so than anything, this is blocked off, right? I think, yeah. Excuse me, ma'am, and mister. You too.
I'm saving for a boat fare to get me away from here.
Saving for what to get you away from here? That guy totally just stabbed us. In, well, the gluteus. With that pipe. So we know about the dungeon. Actually, yeah, let's get our stuff back. We won't drop down. We know what happens if we do that. Oh, and Golan is here as well. Okay. Forgot about that. Yup.
You killed the cockatrice. On behalf of King Faltest, I grant you an official pardon.
Finally, this absurdity is over.
Take your belongings.
Took our time about it,
before I
though.
sell them. And remember the reward on the cockatrice's head. Vincent gets very excited about trophies.
Okay, it's Vincent we ought to sell it to.
I can finally relax. I'll inspect what we've confiscated here. Good quality gear.
And we learned that this guy does supposedly like to steal some stuff. Hold on to the stuff that he has confiscated from people, so for that reason, we ought to be a little mindful of that. This is going to have a bunch of stuff in it that I just don't think we are necessarily going to be able to store all of. That's also a trophy. We're only allowed 1 trophy at a time. Okay. So we'll transfer everything that we can easily transfer. And we have some other questions in terms of what we ought to carry. And let's put that on and save us some space. Tiny bit of space. You have some valuable stuffs. Other than that, I mean, I'd like to hope we can use this kind of like the depositories in inns. But given this guy's history, I'm not so confident that he isn't going to turn around and take everything if we leave him there. I would love to talk to Golan, though. Can we have a way to talk to Golan? Maybe you'd even give us that option?
Damn, it's strong.
What's strong?
None of your business.
I just...
Huh?
Why was the professor released from prison?
He has powerful friends. Let that be a warning. Don't annoy those more powerful than you.
I should be like the city guards. Release criminals whenever someone shakes a coin pouch.
Hey, you're still under observation. Besides, someone bailed him out.
Okay, man.
Completely legal.
Who was this benefactor?
No idea. Money was transferred from Vivaldi's Dwarven Bank. Impossible to trace. Drop it. I could get into trouble talking like this.
More reason to want to talk to Vivaldi. But also, what the heck are you doing? Are you just really drunk?
You're pretty green.
High? Something?
Not so green, I don't know the best way to take
the latter.
Fistek. Fold back your skin and rub.
Where?
Where you can fold back your skin, Jethro.
Oh, are you
Coleman
serious?
At the Hairy Bear, don't say I sent you.
Can I talk to Vivaldi?
Talk to this guy?
No chance. Anyone arrested for dealing with Scoia'tael is a political prisoner.
He's just an old dwarf.
Why are you standing up for him?
I need to talk to him.
Pay the 200 bail, and I'll let him out. You can do whatever you want then.
I mean, we can afford it. Rather not pay that much, but we can afford it. So, I mean, it does seem like we kind of need to do this, so fine. Hey man, you owe me big time. Big time. So, like, you're not just gonna walk out of here without talking. Oh, you know, I just bailed you out of jail, so, you know, there's that. But both of these things. Let's lead with this, because it's a little less of a loaded question.
Do you have a copy of the secret gates?
Maybe.
I do, and what remains of my collection. It's yours if you want it.
How much?
You pulled me from prison. Take it as a gift.
There's some things you can do for us. I mean, did pull you from prison. You're right.
I'm looking for the leader of a certain organization.
But also, very controversial question.
Because I'm a dwarf?
I have several suspects, not only dwarves.
What do you want?
I've got my eye on you.
Come back when you stop talking crap.
I want to discuss Salamandra.
Why?
The professor's bail money came from your bank.
You offend me deeply with this slander.
But
it's
generations of Vivaldis built this bank, and you suggest our gold serves criminals? Out!
Out from this jail, you say to the person who just freed you. Really now? Let's say that we believe
I believe you. Nothing but a pile of suspicions. I have to assume you're clean for now.
You've rejected racial prejudice and realized the truth. When you discover the true culprit, you tell me. I'm curious who it is.
Okay. We go back in jail. We could. I'm not sure we really want to do that right now, because I'm pretty sure that's gonna lead to some, well, maybe only just trap us again. So, again, we may, in fact, lose, or just forget about all of our other items there. That might be reason to stop back off at the inn real quick. I also just can't attack you, even now. I think we might need to wait till night for it to even be an option. We go... Cemetery Alley. Okay. Yes, we... Oh, actually, sell stuff to Vincent? Maybe we'll do that first, and then I will absolutely forget to go back and pick up our stuff. So we'll sell the trophy, then maybe we'll go back down, take our other trophy that may or may not still be there, sell that, and then...
Imbeciles.
Then we'll take it from there. Oh, this guy.
You're free, but you still need to observe the quarantine.
Yes, and I'm glad to see you've learned to not stand 2 inches away from the camera.
We keep a close eye on you, Witchers.
Didn't I hear you say that everyone's equal?
What is it, Witcher?
I also may or may not have been too involved in insulting this guy to realize / acknowledge / comprehend what he said. This.
I can prove I killed the cockatrice.
Impressive. That's 400 Oren's reward. Well deserved.
Sure, let's ask him
monsters
this.
too?
Maybe it'll
I'd
lead to
rather
more
not
work
waste
for us.
my men on that. I'd pay anyone who kills a monster. Just bring proof.
What pays best?
Right now, my budget includes reward money for the cockatrice in the sewers and for some bloodthirsty plant that kills people in the swamp.
Okay. I mean, we do have another trophy, and I do wonder if we, still pick it up here. And if you have any interest in actually purchasing it from us. Okay, we can still access this, and we can get that. Yeah, we don't have any space, but the important thing that we've learned is, we got our money back too. We now have a lot more money. Okay. That is very notable then, because after bailing that guy out from jail and having lost a lot of our money when we got thrown into jail, we're not looking so great on that front now, but I think might have some coins enough to
What is it, Witcher?
purchase some of those books we were talking about before for those who are of interest, or just do some other stuff. So, however, you have some other notable things that we would like to ask you about. These are both very similar. Maybe lead with this. I'm not sure if he's referring to the professor.
They say you're holding a salamander prisoner.
Maybe we are. What's it to you?
Well, I wouldn't mind knowing.
You'll get no information out of me or my men.
But how's the investigation?
How's the salamander investigation going?
Patience, Witcher. All will be explained tonight.
Any way I can help?
Stay clear of the warehouses and the slums. It's a sensitive case that doesn't require your sword. Just yet.
The warehouses? You don't intend to go there alone?
It's a secret operation.
And yet
How do
I'm
you
telling
expect
you
me to
about
go?
it.
With an assault team and full plate armor and a bugler? Relax. I'm no rookie. And I got a few things up my sleeve.
Well, then you shouldn't have told me that.
Meaning? No matter. Have a good time today. Enjoy your freedom. And maybe tomorrow I'll serve you Jabbit's balls on a platter.
Thanks, but no thanks.
See ya.
Okay, so he does not seem
Right. Stab.
to have, any reward for that quest item, or the bounty-ish item, from having killed the Super Drowner a while ago. But, did give us a little bit of a lead there for something else that he can to get involved with, but... this? Vincent avoids all conversation about the prisoner. He won't get me anywhere. Jethro will be more talkative. Alright, we are right next to Jethro. So let's do that real quick. See if he has anything to say. He's all drugged up like he seemingly likes to be fairly often, then maybe he will. Or maybe he'll just sneeze at us.
I have questions.
Ask.
What?
If Foltest put a reward on the professor's head, he must detest Salamandra.
It's not royal gold. Privately funded.
Interesting.
There's also payments for salamander badges taken from dead bandits.
We have
Who
those.
is this philanthropist?
I can't tell you, but the sponsor's representative spends his evenings at the tavern.
I'll check it out.
I feel like we weren't supposed to ask those questions in that order. I'm not sure how we knew all those things.
Ask.
Know anything about this salamander prisoner?
Why would I tell you? The captain would kill me.
Maybe I can persuade you.
Powder would help.
Powder, I think we may have just that. This? Otherwise... Oh, I did not remember we had this. This might be one of the things that would allow us to get into the hospital or something else, potentially. Let's try giving this guy one of these.
I never turned down good phys tech.
Tell me about that Salamandra prisoner.
But... I hardly know anything.
Where is he?
They took him to Lebiota Hospital.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's pretty critical.
Who did you confiscate the Witcher's sword from?
Tala, the fence, has to earn his living somehow. Before we let the professor out, Tala and Vincent were chatting in the courtyard.
Before I went down the sewers. Somehow I sense it was no coincidence. Where do I find Thaler?
We've
I
seen
marked
him.
the place on the map, but don't kill him. We have a deal with him.
Yeah, he's the fence. We've talked to him before.
You should drop.
You should drop that.
Maybe, but not today.
See ya.
And that, kids, is why you don't do. And with that, that is probably a good place for us to wrap up with this video. Through those past few conversations, I think we managed to get quite a bit of pretty useful information that will help us to figure out who's behind all this stuff. So we'll have that to look forward to next time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you then.